you keeper, piecing, stitching dreams so fine, patch by patch, one block at a time. Come on in and quilt with me. Quilty bird piecing, where creativity flies free.
Hey friends, it's been a while, but I am so glad to be back. If you are new here, or if this is your first time watching a video from me, my name's Alicia, and this is my little quilting room. Welcome to Quilty Bird Piecing. I am back in my sewing room after some surgery. I had surgery on my hand, as y'all may have known. It's still a little crooked, still a little crooked, but it's functional. I can get it up and down and up and down and up and down. I am so grateful for it. Although the therapy is a little fierce, today's therapy was absolutely painful, but it's all for the good because I need to get full function of this finger so I can get back to everything that I need to use my hands for in my life, right? So today's going to be the first of what I hope to be a video every Monday, well, Tuesday today, but Monday through Friday, beginning today, which is Tuesday, August 4th. And hopefully I can get a video every Monday through Friday for the rest of the month. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys what I've been able to accomplish since the surgery in my little room, and talk about what I'm going to be doing today. I am officially off work until the 17th of August, so I'm hoping with this little bit of function that I have in my hand that I can get back on track with some of the projects that I was doing before the surgery took place. I got the date for the surgery on a Wednesday, and I was in surgery the following Monday, so I had no opportunity to make any plans to get too many things done prior to the surgery, so that I would just have piecing to do in this like off period time. So I'm trying to get in here and find out what I can do easily without having to do too much stuff that may cause me to have more pain with my hand. But with that said, I'll show you guys what I have been doing, and then we will talk about what I plan to do today that I will show you tomorrow, and then we'll talk about tomorrow, what I plan to do tomorrow, and I'll show you on Thursday. So the first thing I wanted to show you was I have this little, well, I had it in this little case, this little kit here. It did not come in this case. I bought these cases. As you can tell, I hadn't taken the tag off. But I bought these cases at Target. They sell them on Amazon as well. But I bought these cases at Target. I went to a retreat in July, and I saw a girl who was making wool applique, which I'd never done and never even considered doing. But she was doing these this series called Highland Heifers. It is a bunch of young and older Highland cows being done in wool applique, and this is the very first one. Is she not adorable? Her name is Flossie. I love it. I love it. It comes with everything you need to make this besides the thread that's used to finish off the applique. It comes with all of the accessories though. So the Flossie, which is a button, it comes with a little Flossie button and all the teeny weeny little buttons you're going to need and the beads, because it has beads accessories in there as well. And so it comes with all of that, and it comes with a stack of, this is flannel, which is the background, and a stack of wool that you basically I am using Steam Light to applique them down, and then I'll come back and do the hand blanket stitching. I am looking forward to this because this is something I've never done before, and I think it's going to be very relaxing. And again, it'll give me something to do when the husband is dying for me to sit in the room and watch whatever it is that he wants to watch. So my very first one is going to be Flossie. I started her applique shapes. They're all traced onto the steamer seam. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with these onto their wool pieces so that I can get them prepped and ready to at least get them ironed down on the flannel. I'm feeling pretty confident about it because I got quite a few pieces, and I'm not really worried about cutting these out of here. It's going to leave little holes in it, but it'll leave enough around the edges that I can go ahead and get it down, and it just won't leave it as stiff on the fabric as if I, like this one, this whole piece, I will likely cut most of this out in here and take that middle out, which will make it a little bit softer on the background without all of that glue that holds it kind of stiff. But yes, I'm working on that. I'm working on. That's going to be a continuing project, I am sure, and monthly. I think towards the end of this month, probably in the next week or two, I'll get my second one. And we'll see what that one looks like, and I'll show it to y'all on one of the videos. The next thing I've worked on and I've done some of is this pattern, which is, what is it called? I can't remember the name. Karma Court. Is that the front or is that the inside? Hold on. Is that the pattern? No. Here we go. This is the pattern right here. It's called Karma Court. And I am working on the yellows that are at the top. I got to have 5 of those, which means making 10 halves. And so far, I've made 3. I think it's 5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. No. It's 10 because they're at the top and the bottom. So I've got to make 10 of those, and so far I've made 3. So you make them in halves and then sew them together. This is foundation paper piecing. And I've done 3 of the 10. And sometime this week, I plan on getting out another 2 or 3 of these. There's that. I have started on this, which is Stay Sharp by Pen and Paper Patterns. And mine look like this. I made my first. There are 4. I think it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. So yes, there are 4. I think it's 4. 4 of each scissor and 4 different type of scissors. Yes, because I got 5 here of the same type. So here's one. This one has an error. As you can see, it was supposed to have the stitch and flip on this side, but I put it in incorrectly. It should have been over here, and I had already done all of this prior to me realizing that I hadn't, and I was not taking it out. So here's that one. There's a blue one. Green. Now all these colors will be the same in each scissor. They'll just be different types of scissors. So the next set of scissors will look a little different than this one. And I had this entire quilt cut out. I am just pulling one set of scissor pieces at a time. So that is the Stay Sharp pattern. The next thing that I worked on is Jen Kingwell's Boho Heart. This one comes as a block of the month to me, and mine will look more like this colorway than this colorway. This is how Jen made it. This coloring is how Stitch in Heaven is sending it to me, but not these fabrics. They are fabrics that look like it, same colors, that are the same coloring, but different fabrics. So this is what I worked on next. I have 10 blocks to make, and I think I've done 7. Let's find out. I've done this one, and they are all different sizes. So there's this one, which is applique, this circle, small 2-inch circle block. There's a 2-inch square and a square. This is considered to be a block, but it is just a filler square. There's a wonky flower, which I have to applique around. There's this one. 2 2-inch half square triangles. And what is this called? A churn dash block. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've done 7, so I have 3 more to do, and I will be done with this month of the Jen King wheel. Okay, I am going to move this over here, and I think I'm missing something. Well, let's keep it going. So I am doing the outdoors. Here, I'll use this. The outdoors pattern by Elizabeth Hartman. And this first month that I started makes these 3 sunset blocks. I've only done 2. I've done this one and that one. And I'm going to get started on this one sometime soon. Here's the small ones, the short ones. And just to mention, this I cut a little short, so I'm going to have to sew another piece onto here to make it a little bit longer. And then the long ones I've done as well, and they are here. Oh, come back a little further. There we go. And that one. And this one is perfect. What else have I done? Oh, I have this pattern, which I don't have in front of me. I don't have a picture of it in front of me, but it is called Kicks. It is by, what is her name? Latifa Safir. And I have made 2 of the 3 kicks. And let me show it to you. This is a paper piecing pattern, and the first one I made looks like this. Is that not too cute? Look at that. It looked like it's big enough for me to wear. But I mean, look at that. Like I said, it's paper pieced, so you do the paper piecing. And the second one looks like that. I'm just loving it. And so far, and this is denim, y'all, at the bottom, at the sole. Isn't that adorable? Cute. So far, it is, that just don't look right. It is, I've used all Ruby Star fabrics besides this denim. So far, it's all Ruby Star that I've used. Now, this next shoe that I'm making is going to be a high top shoe, like a high top Converse is what it is. And I am going to not use Ruby Star fabric for that one. It's going to be a softer, not necessarily less colorful, because there's going to be plenty of color in the whole quilt, right? But it's going to be a little bit of a softer, girly like one before I get back to the bright and pow, pow, pow in your face ones. It's going to be a little bit softer, but still very girly, less modern-y, and more frilly. The first high top is going to be that. Now, each one of these shoes will be it'll be 4 shoes. So it'll be a 4x4, maybe. I'm thinking 4x4, which means I gotta have 16 shoes, which is roughly 5 a piece and 1 extra. So it's going to take me a while to get that because it is a lot of stinking little pieces. Look at that. A lot of little pieces up in here. So it takes me a lot longer to do these than it did me doing the yellow ones, because for one, this kicks pattern doesn't give you any cutting. It's one of those where you have to kind of measure and cut it out yourself and lay the fabrics where it goes. It doesn't give you any cutting instructions, and the Karma Court gives you all the cutting. It gives you big enough pieces to do all the cutting and all the fabric you need to make that, and you just cut it out and just do it over and over again for each layer, each row. So that is turning out to be a little bit faster for me to get out than one of these shoes. One of these shoes takes me a full day, I feel like, to get it together. If I start early in the day. If I don't start early in the day, it's going to run me on. If I start in the evening, it's going to run me on until the next day before I can finish it. But look at that cuteness though. Right? I mean, like, really and truly, this is going to be a teenager's favorite quilt. And the other thing I'm working on is I still have 1, 2, 3, the 4th and 5th row of the Cori Yoder's Border of the Month, and I have all my strip borders that's got to go on for the 4th row, and then it is 4th, right? Center, 1st, 2nd, 3rd row, sorry. And then I've done all my strip piecing to cut out for the last row to make those what those things called? I don't know. Then, you know, the thing does this. The border makes those 4 patches that go back and they do the jagged look, whatever you call that. Anyway, I've made all the strips to cut those out, strip piecing to cut those out to make the 4 patches. And I am currently working on all of the half square triangles. So that is what I'm going to finish working on this evening, because it's going to take me a while and I have a massive headache right about now. So yeah, that's what I have. I have a couple of things that are coming in. I got my notification and paid for, and I got the notification that it shipped today to the American, it's called the American Village or something like that, which is the quilt I showed y'all once before that had the 4 flags and the houses and everything to it. The first month of that, it's been shipped, and I think that's all. I think that's the only, no. There's a quilt by Nancy, what's her name? She made the Amish with a Twist. Nancy Rink, I think her name is. There's a quilt by her that's coming out this month. That's a block of the month. Everybody's doing it as a block of the month, or either you're getting the whole quilt kit, but it's set up as a block of the month. And I signed up for that. I signed up for that one. So it's supposed to start this month. In August, sometime in August, it's supposed to start. And then I think that's it. I think that's all I have. I do get the Joanna Figueroa from Fig Tree has a new block of the month that started last month that I just got the 2nd month for, but I'm not going to do anything with that until I get some of this other stuff off of my table and back done. I'm going to get fully back to health with this hand before I go into that because that's going to take some cutting, and most of this stuff that I have here is cutting. I've already done some cutting on these because I've had them for a while. It's already been cut. I do have one other one that I am working on along with this Corey Yoder because both of them require a lot of half square triangles. If you see me looking around, it's because I'm looking for the pattern. Because this was a pre-cut one, I don't have the fabric to show you, but there it is. But I do have the pattern. So it is this. This came from Stitch in Heaven. It is this one. And the block that I am working on right now is, that one. This one right here, and is it this one? Wait a minute, let me turn it around so I can see. So the block I'm working on, let me show it to you on the picture because I can't tell. It's right here. This one right here. It's a bunch of half square triangles that you just arrange back together, and it comes pre-cut. So this month I got this one, so I'll make 2. And then next month, I'll get this one and I'll make these 2. Which, as it turns out, is a bunch of half square triangles too, with a couple of flying geese. And then it'll be 3, 4. And this is a pattern by Wing with a Prayer. A Wing and a Prayer. 5. You'll do these in 5. And then, so in 6, you'll do this one and these. 7, you'll make whatever's in here and you'll put all this together. You'll do all this and then you'll take those and put all that together. You must be making 2 of each tree. That's a lot. Because that's 4 trees. And over here, it just looks like 2. Interesting. So that might be 7 and 8 because you skip from 7 to 9. And then you have these and these with the border. So you'll make these and then you'll put it together in a unit with the border. And then you'll have you'll make this, and then you'll put it together in units like this. And then you'll get back to making, after all those units, you'll make these. Am I in the right way? No, this way. This one, these, and these. That looks different. So you'll make these 2. A bunch of these, I'm going to assume. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And then you'll make these, which is 2. Most of these blocks are done twice as I look on this side over here. And there's 8 of this, 4 of this, and 4 this way. And then you'll start putting your rows together. And somewhere in the pattern, it shows you putting the whole quilt together. It just doesn't show on here. Yeah. Yep. I love Wing and a Prayer patterns. Not necessarily because they're the easiest thing to do, because they aren't always the easiest thing to do. But they give you this whole layout. You know exactly what the plan is. This is a very well planned out pattern. You know exactly what your plan is, where you're going to be, how you're going to be. You don't have to keep flipping a bunch of pages to know where you're going to start and where you're going to finish. It shows you, it maps out the whole thing before you even get started. This is what you're making, and this is the plan. We're going to start over here and work our way down. We're going to start up here and work our way down. We're going to finish up back here. And then you're on band assembly. And for the most part, you're done. Because you've made all these. You've done all these. You've made these units right here. You've made that unit. You're pretty much ready. And you got all these down here. you pretty much ready for the game. You in assembly mode when you get to the end. You're putting it together as you go. I love their patterns. They're always big, though. I will say that. This is a 92-inch quilt. But today, for the rest of the day, I will finish making these half square triangles. Try my best to get I'm going to finish making these half square triangles and cut up these strips. And then try my best to, by this time tomorrow, and it is approximately 3 o'clock, I will have all of this stuff put together and put on that Cory Yoder quilt and have that piece done. And hopefully I can get it back here hanging up by sometime between now and the end of the weekend in one of these videos so you guys can see it. What's behind me is my newest completion. It is as complete as it's going to get because lo and behold, in all the time that I've had these pieces cut, I lost some. So I can't make all of the strawberries to make the quilt an entire square. So it's a little rectangular. Right now, it is the shortest side at the top and the longest coming down, which makes all my strawberries look like they're going in that direction when they should be moving in this direction. But anyway, however it plays out, they look good. I am very proud of them. I think they look great hanging up here, and they're going to look great when I get them quilted. I'm going to buy, I've decided, even though it's going to make the quilt heavy, I'm going to buy more of this denim that I used in them, this blue denim, and that's what I'm going to put on the back. I need to find the lightest, what am I trying to say? What do you put in the middle of the quilt? Batting. That's it. I need to find the lightest batting that there is so that it does not feel super duper duper heavy, because it's going to be heavy because it's denim fabric. It's just going to be heavy to clean. It's going to be heavy to dry. It's going to be heavy to wash. It's just going to be heavy once you add some water to this. So I need y'all to tell me what is the lightest batting that you can buy. Like, tell me what that is so that I know now what that is and what I need to get. I'm going to move over, try my best to zoom in a little so you can see that a little better. But tell me what that is. What do you guys think the lightest batting is so that I can buy that one to put in the middle of this quilt. That being said, that is all I have for you guys today. Again, today is Tuesday, August the 4th. And expect another video tomorrow so that I can show you guys what I finished and how it's going. I look forward to seeing you again and hearing from you guys. Please give me a thumbs up now that I'm back. Give me a thumbs up. If you have not, please subscribe. I will be here every day to the end of the month. Well, not every day, every Monday through Friday to the end of the month. But with that, thank you so much for viewing. Thank you for going on this journey with me. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.